something. I would like to ask you something. I would like to know your opinion about something special, not a special, but I would like to know your opinion. Some people say, and when I say some people, I mean, uh, you know, people involved in marketing, or people involved in sociology, or people involved in psychology, people involved in many areas. These people say that according to the technology that we have now, we we would be able to work 4 hour days, 4 working hour days. That's what they say. I mean, from Monday to Friday, working 4 hours a day. So what is your opinion about that? I mean, and they say that we work that much because working itself has a moral value. I mean, if you work a lot, then people will say, okay, he's a working man or he's a working woman, right? And that's good. I mean, people feel entitled and people feel proud of it. So that's what they say. I mean, in my opinion, I think, in my opinion, it's not like we should work 4 hours, but at least 8 hours, right? And that should be enough for the system. But what's your opinion about this, all this topic, Victor? What's your opinion on this? What do you think?
I can hear clearly what time have to work.
Now, 4 hours per day.
4 hours.
4 hours, yeah.
Well, I don't know, because right now we have to work 8 hours, yeah, but we have to analyze actually the capacity planning for each person. Because maybe, yeah, you have to work 8 hours, but really you just work 4, 5, or another amount of hours per day. So maybe if we do an analysis for specific scenarios, maybe makes sense, but I can't affirm that at the moment.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's a good opinion. Okay, Victor, thanks. What about you, Jose? What do you think about this?
Yep, I think to be honest, it's quite, quite realistic.
Okay.
Because for example, in the home office, we have 3 hours of free time, so we can spend that time to make or to do other things or other personal things.
Okay.
But it not applies to many people because they work with minimum free time or a lot of yeah, and the pay is a bit let's say
Low.
Yeah, it's lower than hours, for example. And yeah, I think for that people is yeah, it has to be justo. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, because yeah, basically they live at the day.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, Jose, thank you. And finally, Jorge, what do you think about this?
Maybe in this moment, to be honest, I don't affirm that because in my case, sometimes work more than 8 hours because I don't know. Sometimes you lost the notion time. So this for this reason, maybe we work a little bit more sometimes.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, Jorge, thanks. Thank you. And okay, finally, Itzel, good morning. How you doing?
Hi, teacher. Good morning. I'm fine. You?
Doing great, thank you. Okay, Itzel, we are discussing about that some people say, and when I say some people, I mean psychologists and, professional people. They say that we should be able to work less hours, like 5 hours or 4 hours a day, and we could improve productivity. That's another point. They say that, I mean, instead of working 8 hours and having 3 hours free, I mean, without doing nothing, so we could work 5 hours nonstop. I mean, without a rest, and then we should be able to produce the same amount of money or the same amount of goods in general. So it said, what's your opinion about this? Do you think that's realistic? That's unrealistic? Do you think that's fair or unfair? So what do you think about this?
I think it's a good idea. A good idea. The normal I think time to work is 8 hours, but you have time to eat or to take a break. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. But for example, well, it's difficult because in my case we have time to eat, but we have 2 hours, and sometimes it's okay. I have time to eat and maybe to sleep sometime, right?
Okay.
I have internet connection.
Okay, yeah.
But okay. But we end the day at 7 p.m. It's difficult because we are like oh my god, I had some problems, but maybe you can hear me.
I can hear you, but it's, yeah, ya se está cortando, ¿no? Ok. Bueno, ok, Itzel. No, si estás hablando ya no te escucho. Bueno. Okay, thanks, Itzel. That's a good, that's a good approach. And finally, Carla, good morning. How you doing?
Hi, good morning. Fine, you?
Doing fine. Okay, Carla, we are discussing, I mean, maybe we're not discussing. I'm asking you something, and I would like to know your opinion. Carla, what do you think about this idea that some people say that we should be able to work less hours, let's say 5 hours per day, and then that we as productive as working 8 hours. That's what they say. So if we work 5 hours nonstop, I mean, without rest, we should be able to produce the exact amount of work as if we worked 8 hours and, with 2 hours of rest. So some people say that we should be able to work at least 5 or 4 hours per day, and we should be as productive as we are now, and without, I mean, with more free time. That's what they say. So what do you think about this? Do you think that's realistic, unrealistic, that's fair, unfair? So what do you think about this?
Yeah, obviously depends. I think obviously depends of each person, no? Because someone needs to rest or to eat in order to reactive their brains. But yeah, some people it's very it's very I don't know, faster, but it's very like productive if they work 5 hours. For me, it sometimes happens. I noticed that. But for me, in my case, it's in the night. I don't know why, but in the, for example, 7 p.m. when the sun goes, yeah,
Okay.
I'm super productive, and I noticed that in 1 or 2 hours I work the probably the work that I don't have in the morning. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. So probably, yeah. Each one works different, but this is probably for me. This is a way that I work well. If I work 5 continue hours, yeah, or sometimes depends your energy, no? Wake up so productive, and you have all your work in 4 hours. Yeah, and some days you wake up like it's yeah, and
Okay.
it's difficult. Yeah.
All right, Carla. Yeah, that's good. So it sounds like a good idea, right? Sounds like a good idea. It sounds, I mean, it had logic, at least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It
for
has logic. Yeah. So, and people say that working has a moral value in itself. That's what people say. I mean, have you ever seen these people that, and it's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm not criticizing it. I'm just pointing out that working has a moral value. I mean, if you work a lot, then, I mean, you can feel proud of yourself, right? You're being productive to the world. You're being productive to your family. You're being productive to your society, right? So that's a moral value. I mean, if you work, you have a moral value. So, and you see, it's like a lot of things about this topic, but okay, so we're going to finish with this. So, okay, guys, thank you for your opinion. You express your ideas quite clearly, and that's fine. That's a point. Okay, so now we can continue with what we were doing in the last class, which was this one right here, right? So we were analyzing the difference between did and was he were. We said that was he were was used to express an idea that was happening at that moment, right? So we were taking a class, we were drinking a coffee, we were discussing, we were having an argument that was happening at that time. And did was used to speak about something that's already done. So there is no progression, it's done. I drank a coffee, I had a fight, that happened, and that's it. Okay, so we're going to complete this part right here, which is listen and complete the sentences. Okay, so all of you, please have a listen to it, and I'm going to ask you for the questions. Okay, so okay, listen and complete, then listen and again repeat. Okay, so all of you, please try to pay attention.
Page 87. 3. Speaking naturally. Fall rise intonation. B. Listen and complete the sentences. 1. I was reading a book on the train and I missed my stop. 2.
Last night when I was washing the dishes, I broke a glass.
3.
I was texting a friend of mine and I tripped and fell on the street.
4.
Yesterday when I was using my computer, it suddenly crashed.
Okay. Okay, we're going to listen again and okay.
Page 87. 3. Speaking fall rise intonation. B. Listen, complete the sentences. 1. I was reading a book on the train and I missed my stop.
Okay, what I want you to do now is just, okay, we're going to see the sentences. So in the first one, Jorge, what did you hear in the first one?
Diamond, could you repeat the audio, please?
Yeah, sure.
A book on the train. I was reading a book on the train and I missed my stop.
Okay, that's the first one. Okay, do you want to listen to it again?
Sí.
Train and I missed. 1. I was reading a book on the train and I missed my stop.
Okay.
Diamond. I can identify, but I guess talk about the he read the about the train.
About the train. He said, I was reading a book on the train. On the train. He said that one. On the train. Estaba leyendo un libro en el tren and I missed my stop. Okay, on the train. Okay, now, Jorge, we are going to listen to that again, and I want you to tell me which words you hear louder than the others. Okay, más alto. O sea, ¿cuáles? Él va haciendo ciertas palabras que va alzando, ¿no? O que va alargando la vocal. Entonces, ahí vamos a volverla a oír y intenta, bueno, decime, ¿qué palabras son las que escuchas que dice más alto, ¿no? O que sobresalta de todas las demás, ¿sale? Vamos a ver.
Okay.
The train and I missed. I was reading 1. I was reading a book on the train and I missed my stop.
Okay, again.
And I missed. I was reading a book on the train and I missed my stop.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
Train.
I got it. I think in the vowel sound is I was reading a book on the train.
Okay. Reading a book on the train. What else?
In the low song on the low song and I missed my stop.
Exactly, and I missed my stop. Todas esas suenan, ¿no? Was no suena tanto, I no suena tanto, a no suena tanto, and I no suena tanto. Vamos a volverlo a escuchar otra vez. I was reading a book on the train and I missed my stop. Son las palabras que él alza, ¿no? Entonces vamos a ver si le atinaste. Yo digo que sí. Let's see.
1. I was reading a book on the train and I missed my stop.
Of course you did. Okay, all right. Thank you, Jorge. Okay, Victor, you're going to tell me number 2, okay?
2.
Last night when I was washing the dishes, I broke a glass.
Okay, so what does it say, Victor?
Last night when I was washing the dishes, I broke a glass.
Exactly. Okay, dishes. I was washing the dishes. I broke a glass. Okay, exactly. So now we are going to listen again, and I want you to tell me the words that you hear louder than the others. Okay.
Washing the dish. Last night when I was washing the dishes, I broke a glass. Washing the.
Okay, one more time.
2.
Last night when I was washing the dishes, I broke a glass.
All right. Okay, Victor.
Last night, washing the dishes actually, and broke. And glass, I'm not sure to hear with the same stress.
Okay, so we're going to listen again.
I was washing the
2.
Last night when I was washing the dishes, I broke a glass.
Yeah. Okay, exactly. Perfect. Okay, and okay, thank you, Victor. Carla, number 3.
3. I was texting a friend of mine and I tripped and fell on the street.
Okay. Okay, Carla, what does it say? Nope. Carla, are you there? Guess not. Okay, Jose, can you tell me number 3, please?
Yes. I was texting a friend of mine and I tripped and fell on the street.
Exactly. Friend of mine. I was texting a friend of mine. And what's the meaning of that, Jose? A friend of mine.
Un amigo mío.
Amigo mío. Okay, now we're going to listen again, and I want you to tell me the stress. Which words are stressed? Okay.
I was texting a friend of mine and I tripped and fell on the street.
Texting a friend and trip and street.
Okay. Okay. I was texting a friend of mine and I tripped and I fell on the street. Fell, it's also stressed, right?
Yeah.
Fell on the street. Okay. All right. Finally, thanks, Jose. And finally, it said number 4.
4.
Yesterday, when I was using my computer, it suddenly crashed.
Okay.
Yesterday when I was using my computer, it suddenly crashed.
Okay. All right. Exactly. So now you're going to tell me the words, right?
4.
Yesterday, when I was using my computer, it suddenly crashed.
Okay.
Yesterday, I'm not sure was not using
Okay, exactly.
computer suddenly crashed.
Exactly. Suddenly crashed. Ok. Bueno, entonces no hay que olvidar esto, ¿sale? Eso es muy importante, esto de todas esas palabras. Yesterday es un adverbio de tiempo, using es un verbo, computer es un sustantivo, suddenly es un adverbio, crashed es un verbo. Acuérdense que esas palabras siempre van a sonar más fuerte que todo lo demás. Y bueno, por más fuerte, acuérdense que nos referimos a que hay que alargar un poquito más la vocal. So, yesterday, when I was using my computer, it suddenly crashed. Suddenly crashed. Entonces, hay que intentar, bueno, hacer ese matiz, ¿no? Entonces, esto estuvo muy bien. Okay, all right. So things, better work. Think of things that happened to you this week. Tell each other your anecdotes. Okay. Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to skip that one. And we're going to move to the next. Okay, this is the next. Okay, the next part. Accidents happen. Well, that's another lesson. Okay. So listen and say the words and sentences. Which words and expressions? Okay, we're going to analyze something different. Okay, we're going to leave this this lesson for the next class so we can start with a new topic. So in the meantime, I would like to show you something, which is about, the pronunciation of voiceless and voiced sounds, which is an important part for you to understand many things. I mean, remember that if you want to learn a language, not only English, whatever language you want, you need to pay attention to how the sounds work. And this is an important category for sounds, voiceless and voiced sounds. Okay, so we're going to learn the difference between voiceless and voiced sounds, the pronunciation of voiceless and voiced consonants at the beginning of words, and the pronunciation of voiceless and voiced sounds, now voiced consonants at the end of the words. Okay, so please, Carla, are you there? Probably not. Okay. So, Victor, would you mind reading this text, please, the summary?
Yeah. Summary. Making a clear distinction between voiceless and voice sounds is a major part of being understood. But many students have trouble with this distinction in English. For example, I miss two pills make sound like I miss two bills, or have a cup of tea make sound like half a cup of tea. It is true that the vocal cords vibrate during the production of voice sounds and do not vibrate during voiceless sounds. However, there are other important ways that we distinguish these sounds in running speech.
Okay, all right. So we are going to do some listening, okay? So I want you to tell me which phrase you hear, backup or backup, And the only difference is gonna be the first word or the last word. So you need to pay attention to the words marked right here. Las que están marcadas. Hay que prestar atención a esos sonidos para ver si escuchan esta, backup o backup. ¿Ok? Y luego vamos a explicar la diferencia entre cada una de esos sonidos. Por ejemplo, pasa mucho, ¿saben cómo? Pasan mucho con la N y la M, por ejemplo. Muchas veces cuando queremos hacer, bueno, si dicen algo como esto, por ejemplo. Ahora, lo que pasa es que cuando nos quedamos con la sensación de que todo lo que termine sleeping, si dicen I'm sleeping, la boca está abierta cuando dicen ping, sleeping. ¿Qué va a pasar? Bueno, a veces, no sé ustedes, pero a mí a veces me confunde cuando palabras terminan en M. Por ejemplo, si yo digo, vamos a decir esto, no, I like to. Cualquier palabra que termine con M, nuestra tendencia va a ser a confundir la M con la N, porque se parecen mucho. Entonces, analizar las diferencias entre esta clase de palabritas nos ayuda a, bueno, no cometer estos errores, ¿no? Entonces, yo a veces, por ejemplo, yo cometía, no hace mucho, por cierto, el error de decir I like Dune. I like Dune. Pues yo digo Dune, so what sound am I producing itself? If I say I like Dune, what is the last sound in this word? I like Dune.
The M you pronounce.
Exactly. Yeah. So, okay, this is one example, right? M and N, we tend to confuse those words. That's why, for example, I also, when I say this, I used to say, instead of saying I'm, I used to say I'm. I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Oh, I'm your friend. I'm. Eso pasa mucho cuando hacen esto, por ejemplo. Yo cometía ese error también. Bueno, a veces también se me salen. Es decir, I'm your friend, porque es más fácil la N que la M. Pero bueno, ok, vamos a ver esto, ¿sale? Entonces, it's quite simple. You need to tell me which word you hear, which phrase. But before, I'm going to stop the session, okay? So don't go, please, and reconnect. Here we go, share sound, and share this one. Okay, so here we go. Let me see. It's CD1 track 16. CD1 track is 16. It's this one right here.
Chapter 3, Exercise 1A, page 18.
1. Back up.
2. Old pills.
Okay, so Jorge, which one did you hear? Old pills or old pills?
All pills.
Okay, pills.
Could you repeat the audio, please?
Sure.
Pills. 2. Old pills.
All pills.
Exactly. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to explain the difference. Old pills, you said it right. So what's the difference between P and B? Pills, bills. Sounds, if you pay attention, when you produce the P, it's quite similar to bill, right? To the B. Pills, bills. Se articulan casi igual en la boca, ¿no? Sí, igual en español, cuando dicen pato, vato. Pato, bote. La única diferencia, por cierto, entre la P y la B es que la P es algo que llaman oclusivo, explota más pills, pills, bills, pills, bills. Es la única diferencia. Se producen igual, solo que la P, si se dan cuenta, cuando dicen P y B, hay como aire que queda atrapado en la boca, ¿no? Pato, bote. Es aire que queda así atrapado y luego sale. La única diferencia, recuerden, es que la P es un sonido más explosivo que la B. Digamos que explota con más fuerza. Pills, pain, pain, pain. ¿Ok? Bueno, sale. Entonces, vamos con la que sigue.
3. Goodbye.
Okay, Jose, which one did you hear?
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, sure.
Goodbye. 3. Goodbye.
I hear goodbye.
Exactly. Goodbye. Esa de acá, ¿no? Ok, exactamente. Bueno, esa es la diferencia, ¿no? How would you pronounce, Jose? Could you please shift from one another? I mean, say goodbye, 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 and tell me the difference you listen in your sentence.
Yep. Goodbye, goodbye.
Okay. What's the difference in your opinion?
Yeah, that for goodbye, we have this a sound of the how you say the explosion.
Like an explosion.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. So, Victor, please, number 4.
4. Not cold. Not cold. 4. Not cold. Not cold.
Okay.
Not cold.
Not cold. Exactly. And how would you pronounce this one?
Not cold.
Cold. Okay. Could you please shift from one another? Not cold, not cold.
Yeah. Not cold, not gold.
Okay. What would you say is the difference between G and K?
With gold, we have to cut the sound in short moment in I don't know, garganta.
Okay.
Cut.
Okay. Yeah, in the glide, right? You produce that sound in the glide. Glide es como la bolita que tenemos aquí, no sé cómo se llama. Ven que abren la boca y tienen una bolita hasta atrás, ¿no? Ahí es donde se produce la G.
It's very similar to P and B, the moment of we have to cut.
Yeah, exactly. La G is produced back in the mouth. G. Y además la G, por cierto, es nasal. Si ustedes se dan cuenta cuando dicen g, gold, g, hay aire saliendo por su nariz. G. Y primero sale por la nariz y luego sale por la boca. Gold, gold, not gold, not cold. Cold, no hay ningún aire saliendo por la nariz. La G sí tiende primero sacan aire por la nariz y luego dicen gold. Y si no, bueno, así acá habría que intentar producirla. Y cold, como bueno, dijo Víctor, cold es la K. Y se produce más o menos igual cold, cold, pero un poco más adelante. Si se dan cuenta, donde guardan el aire en la K, está un poco más adelante en su boca, no tan atrás como en la G. Y tampoco sale ningún aire por la nariz. Y es más rápido, por cierto, es decir, cold, gold. Cold, gold. Gold toma un poco más de tiempo decirlo, ¿no? Gold. Okay, all right. So that's the difference between G and K in this case. So, okay, who's here? Okay, Itzel, please. You are going to tell me number 5.
5. Art class. Art class. Art class.
Art class.
Okay, which one?
Class.
Glass or class?
Class.
Glass.
Art class. Art class. Art class. Art class.
That's difficult, right?
Yeah.
Art class, art glass. Okay, so you go for the itself for glass, right?
Yeah, for the first art class.
Okay, you go for glass. Jorge, what do you go for?
Maybe I think I listened art glass.
Glass as well. Okay, so you go for glass?
Yep.
Okay.
Because the sound is the glass.
Okay.
When you start the sound, it's the glass.
Okay. Okay. So what? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Victor. What do you think? You go for class, or for glass?
I can't hear clearly for the local noise. Can you repeat the audio, please?
Sure.
Art class. 5. Art class.
Art class.
Class. Okay. So you heard class, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. All right. So we have a controversy. No, not a controversy. Okay. Okay. So Jose, what do you think? You heard class or you heard glass?
I heard class.
Class as well. Okay. Okay. So we are going to have that one pending. Okay. And we're going to finish those ones and then we are going to listen both of them. Okay. So we can identify. So let's put number 5 there. Okay. Okay. And the next one, please, Jose, number 6.
6. Bank guard. Bank guard. Bank guard.
Yeah. The second one, bank guard. Bank guard.
Okay. All right. Bank guard. That's quite clear, right? Guard card.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's more clear. And okay. So Itzel, please, you're going to tell me number 7. Okay.
7. Every time. Every time. Every time.
Every time.
Every time. Exactly. So now, here is another good example of D and D. D and D are phonemes that are quite similar. So, for example, you say time, dime. So what's the difference between T and D? The only difference, I mean, they are also produced in the same place in the mouth, in exactly the same place. So the only difference between T and D is that T is plosive. You know, it it has an explosion. Time, dime. Dime doesn't have an explosion. I mean, it doesn't sound that strong as T. Es lo mismo que con la P y la B. La P es plosiva. La T, perdón, también es plosiva. ¿Qué es eso de plosivo? Pues es eso, que es el hecho de que explota, ¿no? Que se suena como time. Pareciera que están como escupiendo. Y aquí no, aquí es dime, time. Si ustedes pronuncian esta palabra una y otra, time, dime, se van a dar cuenta que, o tendría que sonar más la T, siempre. La T es más, suena más que la D, aunque se parecen mucho. De hecho, cuando tenemos este fonema que no existe en español, la primera tendencia, bueno, a mí me pasó y les aseguro que ustedes también, es que cada vez que tengan esto, les van a dar ganas de pronunciar ya sea la T o ya sea la D. Yo no sé ustedes, pero yo solía decir dengs o thanks, porque se parecen mucho a esto, ¿no? Estos tres fonemas entonces se parecen mucho, la TH, la T y la D. Entonces, ¿cuál es la única diferencia entre los tres? Para no confundirlos, que es un error muy común. La TH, acuérdense que es como si hicieran, se va también a articular en el mismo lugar que estas dos, con la diferencia de que esta no es plosiva en absoluto. De hecho, es fricativa. ¿Qué quiere decir eso? Que hay fricción de aire. Entonces, cuando digan TH, acuérdense de thanks, thank you. Ahora, también se vuelve particularmente molesta a mí no sé ustedes, pero a mí me choca cuando tengo TH al final, fifth, porque tienen que hacer eso, ¿no? Así como escupir, fifth, precisamente por el hecho de que es fricativa, fifth. ¿Cómo pronunciarías eso, Víctor? Fifth.
Fifth.
Exactamente. Ok, ¿cómo pronunciarías, Jorge, esta palabra?
Sixth.
Ok, pero ahí hiciste la D. Sixth. Estás pronunciando una T. Sixth. Exactamente. Es incómodo,
Okay.
¿verdad?
Un poco. Sí, un poco.
Es bastante, bueno, a mí me resulta incómodo. Porque a todos en general resulta incómodo por esto, ¿no? De las THs. Entonces.
Como que sientes que escupes, ¿no? Como que vas a escupir y es así como de, ¿no? ¿Qué tal si se lo
Sí.
escupo?
Sí, de hecho, es muy fácil confundir estos sonidos al final, sobre todo al final. Porque, por ejemplo, si tienes esto, ¿no? Eso ya dijimos que produce una T, entonces crushed. Ahí sí está la T, y esa sí es como escupida, crushed, fifth, sixth. Entonces requiere mucho aire esto. Entonces, bueno, ok, bueno, ya estamos aquí perdiéndonos. Entonces, la última, vamos a escuchar la última. And, okay, Jorge, you need to tell me the last one. Okay, so here we go.
8. Very dense. Very dense. 8. Very dense.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. It's very confused. Because the sound is very similar, dense and dense.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
Could you repeat
Sure.
the audio, please?
8.
One more time.
Very dense. 8. Very dense. 8. Very dense.
He say very dense.
Exactly. Dense. Okay, all right. Yeah, perfect. So we are going to now finally listen both sentences, both phrases, so we can see the difference. We can notice the difference. So let's check. It's up here.
Teacher,
Tell me.
I have a question. What is the correct, the second one or the first one in the 6?
6?
Sorry, in the 5.
The 5. Okay, that's a difficult one to me too. In my opinion, I heard class, not glass. I heard class.
Okay.
Okay, but we're going to find out. We're going to listen both, and then we can have a more clear
Okay.
idea. Okay. So
Okay. Thank you.
yeah. This one.
Exercise 1B, page 18.
1. Pack up. Back up.
2. Old pills. Old bills.
3. Good pie. Goodbye.
4. Not cold. Not gold.
5. Art class. Art glass.
Mm. Okay. A ver,
You
ahí.
say glass?
Art glass. Art glass.
6.
Ahí.
5. Art class. 5. Art class.
The correct
Art
is glass, no?
glass.
Correct one is. Okay. A ver, vamos a. Eso ya me confundí yo también. A ver.
5. Art class. Art glass.
Okay, a ver.
Nah, this correct is glass
Art
because
glass.
class is very clear. It's very clear class.
Class.
Ajá.
Okay. A ver, vamos a la 16 otra vez. A ver, ya viendo.
Chapter 3, exercise
3. 5. Art class. 5. Art class.
Okay. Sí.
Class.
Exactly. Art class.
Ajá.
Sí, es art class. Class glass. Ok. Bueno. Exactamente. Entonces tengan cuidado con las. El punto es, tengan cuidado con las Ks y las Gs. Acuérdense que la única diferencia es esa. Es más rápida la K, class, glass. La G, que por cierto, la G es voiced. Esa es la diferencia. De hecho, aquí está, ¿no? Es voiced. ¿Qué quiere decir esto? Que la G tiene que producir un sonido glass. Y la K no, la K es más rápida. De hecho, ella dice art class, lo dice rápido, ¿no?
Art class.
Art class. No dice glass. No produce ningún sonidito aquí. Entonces, por esa razón, that's the reason why we should pay attention to voiceless and voiced sounds. And remember, it's also useful when you want to pronounce the ED endings. It's also useful when you want to pronounce those ones. So you need to have in mind, those sounds. So finally, remember, I think I know it may be tiring sometimes, but you need to have in mind voiceless and voiced sounds so you can pronounce the ED correctly. Right? So we saw this one the other day. So, okay, so those are an easy ones, P, T, K, F. This one right here, by the way, is TH. Remember, this one is TH. Cada vez que vean es que estos dos son lo mismo, en el sentido de que están producidas por las mismas letras, TH. So the only difference, it's one of those TH sometimes is voiceless and sometimes is voiced, right? So if you want to know what's the difference, remember that when you say this one, you have something like, for example, like in Thursday. So what do you think about? Okay, so please go and look up these words. Think and thumb and though. Okay. Could you quit the music apps, please? The music apps. What do you think? What do you mean, Jorge? The music apps. I don't understand you.
Close the app.
Okay, close the app. Which app? What do you mean? ¿Se escucha música? ¿A qué te refieres? No te entiendo.
No, the
Ah,
the app interfere with the page in
ah, ok.
the PFD.
Ah, ok, ok, ok. Bueno, a ver, busquen estas palabras, ¿sale? Vamos a empezar con estos. Los pongo ahí en el chat. Thumb, busquen think, busquen thanks, busquen Thursday y otra palabra. Ah, ok, esta. Bueno, ahí, ¿qué estoy haciendo? Estas palabras, ¿sale? Todas esas contienen ese fonema. Ahora, cuál están buscando? Recuerden, están buscando estos dos símbolos, estos dos. Búsquenlo en Oxford porque es el único que tiene. ¿Están buscando este o están buscando este? A ver si lo hacemos un poco más grande. A ver, ahí. Estos dos. ¿Sale? Ustedes quieren que me digan cuál de estos dos escuchan en esas palabras. Búsquenlo acá, se van acá y ponen, bueno, Oxford. Oxford Learners Dictionary. Aquí les pongo el link si quieren. So the link is right here. Chat. In the chat. Okay. Okay. If you're done, you can tell me. Okay, so Itzel, what do you have in the word thumb? Thumb. ¿Qué encontraste en la palabra thumb? Esa TH.
Es con el símbolo, I don't know how to say the name, but it's like O with
Okay. Exactly. Yeah.
in the middle.
Exactly. Yeah. This one right here, right? Ok. ¿Qué quiere decir esto? Cuando vean este símbolo, quiere decir que esta TH es muda. Es decir, no dicen th, nada más dicen thumb, thumb, thumb,
Thumb.
thumb. No produce ninguna vibración este. Por eso tienen este símbolo. Ok. Muy bien. Exactamente. Entonces, ok. ¿Cuál era el otro? Ok. Víctor, ¿qué te encontraste en think? ¿El mismo?
De hecho, sí.
Ok. Exactamente. Entonces, ¿qué quiere decir esto? Es lo mismo, no produce, es puro aire. Think.
De hecho, me pareció el mismo en todos.
En
Incluso
todos,
en
¿verdad?
Sixth que tiene ese.
Ujú. De hecho, entonces todos estos son este fonemita, ¿no? Vamos a poner un ejemplo, a ver, de en qué palabras, cuál es la diferencia. A ver, ¿dónde está este fonema? Vamos a buscarlo. Está aquí en Phonemic Chart. A veces ponerse a jugar con esto es bien útil, ¿eh? Bueno, aquí está, ese es el que estaban buscando. Este es el otro. Entonces, palabras como this, control C, le ponemos acá, control B, examples. Le damos ahí. Miren, todas estas tienen el mismo, o sea, es la misma TH, pero ¿qué es lo que nos damos cuenta? Se dan cuenta que, ¿qué podemos sacar de aquí? Cuando tengan la TH en medio, se dan cuenta que aquí está en medio, ¿no? Aquí está en medio, aquí, o al final, o en medio, no va a producir el mismo sonido. Entonces, por ejemplo, vamos a ver, poner acá. Ponemos esa, que es bañarse. Exactamente. Este sonido es bathe, bathe, bathe. Es el mismo, solo que sí vibra. Bathe, bathe. Es la única diferencia.
Bathe.
Que este sí vibra. Es el mismo, la misma TH. Solo acuérdense que cuando digan bathe, bathe, Si dicen, es como si dijeran, y la otra, ¿no? La otra es think, bathe. Esa es la diferencia. Entonces, containing the words voice, dental, fricative. Entonces, todas estas palabras, there, miren, curiosamente cuando dicen esta palabra, que pareciera que está, ahí tiene una TH al principio, ¿no? Pero miren, esta quiere decir que esta TH sí hace que vibre esto, there, no there, the. No puede, ni siquiera se puede pronunciar bien si no hay vibración, tiene que ser there, there, there. Y la otra, no, la otra es thanks. Fíjense la diferencia de decir thanks y there. Thanks, there. A ver, pueden ir alternando una y otra. Ustedes solitos intenten alternarlo y dense cuenta, bueno, que hay una diferencia entre pronunciar estas dos cosas, ¿no? Entre decir there y decir think. A pesar de que las dos tienen TH. Entonces, estos primeros dos símbolos son muy útiles de irlos identificando. ¿Sale? Bueno. Ok, y bueno, intenten poner palabras que contengan ambos fonemas en Youglish, ¿sale? Y bueno, ver si notan alguna diferencia, ¿sale? Ok, bueno, eso es todo por hoy y nos estamos viendo el jueves, ¿sale? So, see you on Thursday, take care, bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you,
Bye.
teacher.
See you, bye.